Day 4. Let's start at the very beginning. Sometimes you need to travel back to childhood in order to move forward.
It's not what actually happened in your childhood that troubles you. It's the meaning that you assign to the things that happened, which started a process of self-abuse and damage to our self-confidence. For example, when I was young, I loved music and wanted to join my school's choral group. When I auditioned, I was told that they didn't want me because I was tone deaf. Though it was devastating at the time, in just the last few years, I've been taking singing lessons. Meanwhile, I'm working through my anxieties and fears with my journal. I can now put the incident from my school days in perspective. I sing regularly in public, and I'm even working on my 3rd album. I now see that who I am today cannot be blamed on Mommy, Daddy, the St. Bernard School nuns, or the crotchety neighbor across the street. I am responsible for who I am, what I say, what I think, and most importantly, what I do. When we're children, we don't have enough self-awareness to separate actual events from our interpretation of those events. We see our experiences as fact, so when we feel hurt by something, we internalize it and it becomes our personal truth. Once we become adults, it's up to us to reevaluate the beliefs we've held for so long, the ones that our inner critics repeat endlessly in the back of our minds. The act of writing puts the brakes on those false beliefs that you developed as a child. By writing them down, you're able to evaluate them more objectively. You can get off the mental treadmill that has your thoughts going nowhere fast.
Exercise your rights.
Number 1. Open your journal to a fresh page and write the date. Close your eyes. Picture yourself as a child during a time that you found particularly difficult, one that has a strong emotional charge for you. It could be a moment of struggle at school, a fight with one of your parents, or a falling out with a childhood friend. Pay attention to where you are, who was around you, and use your 5 senses to remember the scene as vividly as possible. Note how you're feeling and what's going through the mind of your child self. Number 2, open your eyes. In your journal, describe the scene you envisioned in detail. What were you thinking at that time, and how were you feeling? Number 3, now write in your journal, this experience makes me feel that I am blank. Fill in the blank with a word or two. For example, you might write incompetent. Number 4, write down a few of the ways that this belief has shown up in your life. You might write, when I mess up at work, I think it's because I can't do anything right. Number 5, now write down as many examples as you can that are not what you think you are. Perhaps you write, I take good care of my family, or when I say I will do something, I follow through with it. Number 6, at the bottom of the page, write in capital letters, I am blank. Fill in the blank with the opposite of the first word you wrote. In this example, you would write, I am competent. Congratulate yourself. You've started chipping away at those long-held childhood beliefs that made you think you are someone you are not.
Imagine Me by Kirk Franklin. Imagine me loving what I see when the mirror looks at me, 'cause I imagine me in a place of no insecurities, and I'm finally happy 'cause I imagine me letting go of all the ones who hurt me, 'cause they never did deserve me. Can you imagine me saying no to thoughts that try to control me, remembering all you told me? Lord, can you imagine me over what my mama said and healed from what my daddy did, and I want to live and not read that page again? Imagine me being free, trusting you totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see you being in love with someone like me, but finally I can imagine me being strong and not letting people break me down. You won't get that joy this time around. Can you imagine me in a world where nobody has to live afraid because of your love? Fear's gone away. Can you imagine me letting go of my past and glad I have another chance, and my heart will dance 'cause I don't have to read that page again?